Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. It's the 23rd of October 2017. And your first picture today on the short take is common milkweeds gone to seed. And this is a late blooming member of the phlox family. It's a little different from the ones we have in our yard during the summer. This is closer, but I think it may be a late bloomer. Obviously, it's a late bloomer. What am I saying? Asparagus. This grows on World Peace Wetland Prairie, and it's a good food source. And here is some color from the Senior Center, and now here are some flower flies. I talk about flower flies a lot, but this year I didn't get as many pictures of flower flies. So the other day on the weekend, 3 days ago or something, I got these pictures of a bunch of flower flies working some yellow flowers in South Fayetteville. And I've never identified those flowers. They're also late blooming, very tall yellow plants or yellow flowers. But that display of flower flies was just exciting. There you can see how tall these are. They're 7 or 8 feet tall, and 9 maybe, and they're down off of 15th Street. And there you can see which street it is. There's a church across the street. At your left, this beautiful prairie was, often a great source of native plants, but I didn't get out there before these people started removing all the topsoil. I wish I'd gotten out there and collected some things that I'll probably never get anywhere else. These just happen to be growing right by the edge of the street, and they do bloom at this time. And there are others in northwest Arkansas. These are just in the middle of town, really, middle of Southville at least. And here you go with goldenrod, and this goldenrod is going to seed, and you can see the fluff there that goes with that. Here's back to that as yet unnamed by me or my friends, yellow flowers, and you can see that cleared area in the background and think, well, how many species of magnificent native plants were out there, and how many insects, well, look, okay, now we're at Pinnacle Prairie, and that little oak tree's blooming out there. The reason it's blooming this time of year is it's come up this year. It's because the mowing in the November last year did not take care of all of those things that come up in the winter. You've got to do that in April. This now, by the way, is rattlesnake master, and these are beautiful. They have, I don't think they've lost their seed yet. I think they're still in there, but anyhow, I never seem to collect seed from the rattlesnake master, but it's one of the special things. This is an orchid, and it's one of our native orchids that also one of several that, well, there are two different names, Sporanthes lacera and Sporanthes cernua, both bloom in the fall. I'm not sure which this is, but they're great little native orchids, and there are about, I think, 5 species that actually bloom on Pinnacle Foods, Inc. seasonal wet prairie in South Fayetteville. So I hope you get to look at those in coming years, and hope we get some more pictures of them. So until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See you. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd on the 26th of October 2017, and let's see, well, some photos from Fayetteville, Arkansas. First, take a look at my hat. I don't have a new Dodgers hat. I'm just wearing an old one when it was really Brooklyn. Okay, you're looking at some tall blue stem grass and some little blue stem grass. And of course, these things are going to seed now. And here's a combination of blue stem grass with liatris going to seed. So these are some of the things you'll see on Pinnacle Prairie and other nearby prairies. Okay, here's a tiny orchid, and these are the ones that bloom in the fall. There's orchids blooming throughout the summer, spring and summer and fall in northwest Arkansas. You just got to know which prairies and where to look because they're tiny. Nearly all of them are really tiny. Okay, there's big blue stem again with a certain slant of light that I love to pick up when you're out there late in the afternoon like I was that day. And so it's just a mix of things. Hey, somebody's drilling a hole, looks like, on Pinnacle Prairie. I hope that doesn't mean they're going to do any more paving out there, and certainly not searching for oil in downtown Fayetteville like this. But anyway, I was curious about what it was. This is the last bloom that came on our street garden on South Duncan Avenue, and it's probably totally gone today. Here's a walk through the Fayetteville National Cemetery. One of the things coming up will be the 5K run the first Saturday of November over there, and it's to raise money for expanding the Fayetteville National Cemetery. You see some of the, when William Jefferson Clinton was President of the United States, something was said about it there that they showed. And then here's more information about the Fayetteville National Cemetery. And if anyone's a military veteran, they can be interred there. Is that what you say? Yeah, buried anyway. Or get a box in the standing thing if they're going to be cremated. But couples go in together, and the first one who dies in a couple gets the bottom position, and then the second one to die in the family will be buried on top. So I hope it's the same, way they like to sleep when they were extant. And this is late blooming milkweed. This is a common milkweed that's rebloomed after having all its foliage eaten by the monarch caterpillars. And here's community coffee. After a recent trip to Louisiana, I'm really more excited about community coffee than ever. And I was thrilled to see the Fayetteville Senior Center actually buys this and serves it. So it makes a cup of coffee, pretty worthwhile. See, that squirrel was eating out of a little area is up close. You can see the face in the water. And now he decided he had enough water, and he went back up in a tree and is taking off. Just a lot of odd things going on, but until next time, do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green, and enjoy the few more ball games.